Hi, we've got Megan from the Internet Society. I'm going to ask you a few questions about Internet Society, about the ION meeting. I hope this will interest our attendees and they will join you at other meetings you organize in the future. Okay, so please tell me, what is Internet Society? What do you actually do?
Okay, so the Internet Society is a global nonprofit cause-based organization. So what that really means is we work at the intersection of technology, development, and policy. So we're working in all of these areas. Basically, our mission is the Internet is for everyone. So we're trying to bring the Internet to the next billion people on the planet, and we do that through a combination of activities. I work in the technology side, and that's where Deploy 360 and the ION conferences come in.
Okay. So you mentioned Deploy 360. It's quite an interesting program. What's the aim of this program?
So we are working to bring hands-on information to network operators, so the people who need to deploy things like IPv6 and DNSSEC and routing security protocols. So we take the work that comes out of the Internet Engineering Task Force, the IETF, and we try to sort of translate it into network operator speak so that it's easy for them to deploy, for example, IPv6 on their networks. So we're a fairly new program. We're less than 2 years old. So we're a growing portal of information for network operators so that they can get this stuff done and out into the real world.
This meeting, the ION meeting was organized during PLNOG 11. How many times a year such meetings are organized by you?
We do either 3 or 4 a year. This year we've done 3. We did Singapore in March, obviously here in Krakow, and we're doing another one in Toronto in November in Canada. So we try to hit a different continent every time, a slightly different audience every time. We kind of cater the content to whoever we're co-locating with. So since we're at a network operator group, we can get a little more technical and a little more down and dirty into the technical stuff. Whereas sometimes we do more business-focused events where we co-locate with an interop event or something like that, where we talk about the business case for IPv6 and keep it a little more high level. So every ION conference is a little bit different, but they cover the same basic topics. You're
from USA, so it is quite near to Toronto. And how long did it take for you to come here to Poland?
It's about 8 hours to Frankfurt and then another hour and a half here. So including layovers, it was probably about 12 hours.
Okay. You attend lots of events during the year. They are international events in different continents. If you were to compare PLNOG to those events, how this initiative is situated among the others?
This is a great event. I love that it's 700 people, I think you said. It's a huge network operator group. I think it's probably the biggest I've been to. I know RIPE is quite big, but even NANOG in North America, where I'm from, even that's only maybe 400 or 500 people. So this is a very well-organized event. I like that there's a tight-knit community. I think you get a lot more done when everybody knows everybody and you can talk to your colleague/competition about, well, what did you do for DNSSEC and things like that. I think it makes for a better internet overall when you have those relationships with each other.
We always try to make some kind of a team for the meeting. Now there are the Middle Ages. Next meeting we are thinking about the Star Wars. What do you think about such things going on during the conference? There should be or there shouldn't be, and they are not necessary. What's your opinion about that?
I think it's a lot of fun just to walk outside and see people in night costumes. A lot of conferences don't do that. Every conference they all blur together after a while. So this one will definitely be memorable. I like the themes. Being an American, we don't have things like castles and things like that. So I like that the social last night was in a castle, and I did archery, and that's not stuff that I do on a daily basis. So I like the themes.
Okay, I have my last 2 questions. If you were to summarize PLNOG, this was your first time, I hope not the last one. If you were to summarize PLNOG in one sentence, what would you say?
It was a really good event. It was a good place to hold our ION conference. I think the audience was very engaged, and it was a good event. It was a long sentence, but...
PLNOG is not only about the event, not only about 2 days which are going on of the event, because participants and the people who follow us on social media, they come again on our website. So for sure, if you allow us, we will publish the movies from your presentations. Please tell the people who are on the other side what kind of presentation they can find and what they can learn from the ION meeting, which was held in Krakow.
Sure. We had several sessions. We covered IPv6. We had a global deployment session, and then we also later on had a panel discussion of kind of country by country. We had the US, Germany, and 2 from Poland, just talking about countrywide IPv6 deployments. We had a DNSSEC panel talking about how do we get more people to use DNSSEC and how do we encourage them to understand that it's important and it should be done. We had a presentation from ISOC Poland, which we have chapters all over the world of the Internet Society, and the ISOC Poland chapter is quite active. So we had the chapter president. And also, we had a really interesting panel discussion on routing security and resiliency, about how we can secure the infrastructure to make the internet work better. So those are the main videos. And all of the content was really good. We had a nice mix of speakers from international and from within Poland. So I think there are going to be some really good videos. We did, on the webcast, we had some audio blips. So I'm hoping we can work those out, and the final product will be good. But so they'll be all on our YouTube channel, and everything is Deploy 360, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
In many cases, it goes about numbers. How many chapters in the world do you have? I mean, lots of?
I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know. We do have chapters on, I think, every continent. I would say 50 chapters, but don't quote me on that. Don't know.
Okay, thank you for having me here. Thank you for having Internet Society as a program partner of the PLNOG conference. Hope to see you during the next edition, or hope to see you at other ION meetings which will be held around the world.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's been a great event.
Okay, we had Megan from the Internet Society. Thank you for the interview, and watch on our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube profiles on other interviews and lectures which will be published in a moment. Thank you.